So this video is to tell you guys a crazy story. I received a question on my Q&A video, and they wanted to know what happened with the girl whose eye busted, and you know, tell the story of that. So I'm going to tell you guys the story. So here we go. So I was in high school. I went to a charter school. It's kind of like private school. And when I was there, I wanted to go there and kind of have a clean slate. I didn't want to fight with people. I didn't want to, you know, have animosity with anyone. I kind of just wanted to go there with a clean slate. I felt like nobody knows me, so I can just be myself and, you know, whatever. So my first day there, I met quite a few people, but we were like going to different places at the time. We were taking college courses at one point, and then we went back to regular school. So I had class with this girl. I'm gonna call her Desiree. Her name ain't Desiree, but I'm gonna call her Desiree. So I had class with this girl named Desiree, and I was sitting down talking to her about myself and middle school and stuff like that, because I was in the 9th grade. And I was talking to her, and she mentioned this girl who I don't like. Oh Lord, I'm gonna call her Leslie. That bitch name is not Leslie, but I'm gonna call that bitch Leslie, okay? So Leslie, she knew Leslie or whatever. I knew Leslie, and I told her my history with Leslie, how we were almost gonna fight, and I wanted to beat her ass, and it was this and that and blah, 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 blah. So I had no idea that Desiree was one of those people who likes to start shit. She gossips a lot, and yeah, everybody called her sewer breath because her breath was so fucking stink. Everybody called her stink, sewer breath, toilet water breath, and they used to like really pick on her because her breath stank really bad. But people also picked on her because she was a shit starter. She always, you know, telling people this and telling people that, and always in some shit. So she went and told Leslie that I said that she sucks dick. Where she would get that from, I have no fucking idea, but I guess she really just wanted to start some shit. So she tells Leslie that I said she sucked dick. So when I was in the hallway using the restroom, I saw Leslie and one of her little homegirls, who I don't like either. She don't deserve no name, fuck that hoe. But she was there with one of her homegirls, and she was like, Leslie told me that you said I suck dick, and I don't suck no dick. And I was like, what? She was like, she told me that's what you said, and da 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 da. I'm like, who told you that? And she was like, Leslie. I'm like, the fuck? No, not Leslie. Say I'm getting the names wrong. Desiree told me that. I'm like, Desiree, why? I said, I'm gonna talk to her. So we didn't have class again that day, but at the end of the day, I went up to Desiree and I asked her calmly, okay? I wasn't rowdy, I wasn't all up in her face. I just stepped to her and I was like, hey, did you tell Leslie that I said she sucked dick? And she was like, you did say that. You did say that, Harriet. And da 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 da, going off on me. And I'm just like, calm your shit, bitch. That's not what I said, you know, but I'm just like, what is all this for? But in my head right now, I'm like, calm your shit, bitch. So she just, you did say that and I beat your ass and none of that, getting all up in my face. So I'm just like, bitch, I beat your motherfucking ass. I just started going off. And Storm, okay, my friend Storm put me on the bus along with my friend Reggie. That's his real name. Reggie put me on the bus and was trying to get me to calm down. I'm like, who the fuck that bitch think she is? I beat her. She don't know me. I beat her motherfucking. I'm just going off, right? So I said, wait till tomorrow, bitch. I'ma beat your motherfucking ass. And I'm sitting on the bus heated because I had to go home. And I knew my mama would have been mad if I had missed the bus and she would have had to come get me. So that's why I got on the bus instead of fighting. When we went home, I was talking to Storm and I said, man, I want to beat her motherfucker. Who the fuck she thinks she is? She was like, you gonna fight her for real? I'm like, yes, I'm gonna fight that bitch for real. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna fight that bitch for real. So she was like, all right, I'll be there. I'll be right over there. I'm like, all right. So that next day, right, I came to school with some sneakers on, some shorts on, and my hair was down. I don't know why I ain't put it in no ponytail, but my hair, I let my hair down. I didn't have dreads. She ain't get no chance to grab my hair anyway. So I went up to her again. And I said, why did you tell Leslie that I said she sucked dick? So she goes, you said that. You did say that, Harriet. You did. And I was like, are you serious right now? You making me really mad. So they laughing, like the people who standing around there laughing because I said, you making me really mad. And so I don't give a fuck if you mad and da 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 da. So I'm like, whatever. So I turn around and this bitch pushed me. So when she pushed me, I turned around and I said, bitch, I'll be right back. So I went to my locker and Storm was at my locker and she was like, you gonna fight her? I said, no, I'ma just talk to her. And she was like, you gonna fight her? I said, no, I'ma just talk to her. So I started taking off all my jewelry, took my rings off and everything. I ain't had no rings on my finger. I'm saying this because it's gonna be a part of the story later. I had no rings on. I took all my rings off. So I was walking up to her, and I guess walking in the pace of being angry or whatever. I don't know what happened, but I'm walking. Next thing I know, I said, hit her right in the face. Then I grabbed her head, slanging her, punching her, everything. Like I was whooping the shit out of this girl, right? Whooping her motherfucker. Bitch. I was whooping her ass. Whooping her ass. Okay? So, I'm whooping her ass. And I was pulling her hair like to make her head hurt. I started yanking her head and slanging her everywhere. It was fucking horrible, right? People all around. It's a good thing it wasn't no camera phones like that back then, because boy, I'd have been on World Star the way I whooped her ass. So I just pushed her and walked away. I don't know why I do that when I'm in fights, but sometimes if I know I got the upper hand and I'm just done whooping their ass, I'll push them and walk away. So that's what I did. Pushed her and I walked away. So then I went by the girls' bathroom and I'm standing there breathing so hard and I'm just like, my hair was all messed up. And she was like, this girl, her name was Landria. That's her real name, Laundria. Something like that. Laundria. She came up to me and was like, Harriet, what's wrong with you? Why you breathing like that? What's wrong with your hair? What happened to you? And I'm just like, and this boy, his real name, okay, Kamiko, he was like, damn, she whooped her motherfucking ass. She beat her ass. So then the security guards come talk to me, and I went up to the security guard, and I'm walking up to the principal's office. I told the principal what happened. I said, man, that girl started rumors and da 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 da. I ain't bother nobody, this, that, and the third. The principal said this out of her mouth. She said, I don't want to suspend you, but I have to. She gave me 3 days. And let me tell you why she didn't want to suspend me. Because Pat, I almost said her name. Fuck it. Because Desiree was in the office all the time because of her mouth, her starting rumors and trying to start shit. She was a shit starter, and she met the right one. That's what the principal said. She was like, as much as I don't want to suspend you, I have to. And so she was like, 3 days. If you leave right now, it'll start today. So I'm like, okay. So I called my mom. I said, Mom, I got into a fight. She was like, who won? I said, I did. And she said, okay. And she came and got me. And I went in the nurse's office. I walked by the nurse's office. And Desiree was laying in there bleeding like crazy. Like blood was literally everywhere, like, and she was laying down. It was like a puddle of blood, right? So this boy who was in my class and my friend, his name is Preston, that's his real name. He started dancing in front of the nurse's office, pointing at Desiree, saying, you got your ass whooped, you got your ass whooped, you got your ass whooped, he started pointing and dancing, and I'm just laughing like, oh my God. So yeah, so my mom came and got me, and my mom saw the girl. She was just laying there, and it was like literally a puddle of blood around her face on the nurse's thing. She was laying down, and it was bad. I didn't know how bad it was, but it was pretty bad. So after that, I was gone for 3 days, came back, and I had so many friends at this point. Oh, there go my dog. Hey, Harriet, blah, 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 blah. Desiree not back yet, da, 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 and all that. So I'm like, okay, you know, like, I don't care, whatever. And people telling me, oh, her eye was busted open. She had to get a blood transfusion. And, oh, it was so bad. And da, 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 da. It was bad. Like, that's what they was telling me. So when I went to class or whatever, they all telling me stories about what had happened. Oh, the police came here asking questions about the fight and asking questions about me and all this other foolishness. And I'm like, what? So apparently Desiree's mother came to the school, and I want that girl arrested. Talk about me. I want that girl arrested. She's a fucking animal. She is an animal to do that to my daughter. And da 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 da. I'm like, but she started with me. I finished it. But she should have known not to start with me. So yeah. Then a couple of days after the whole situation, I was at home, and the police came to my house to ask me questions about what happened with the fight. And my mom was there and everything, and I had told my mom everything. My mom was pissed because the girl was trying to put everything off on me. And my mom was like, that girl was messing with my daughter and da 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 da. She shouldn't have been messing with her. She shouldn't have been messing with her. I said, she started with me. She hit me first. That's why I fought her. I didn't try to bust her eye or whatever happened to her eye. I didn't try to do that. And so he was like, yeah, we know, it's just a dispute and this, that, and the third. We have to check on it and blah, blah, blah. So they dropped the case because she started the shit. So after that, when we finally went to school on the same day, when she came back, I keep saying her name, everybody was telling me, oh, Desiree back, and she got a patch on her eye, and da 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 da. I'm like, for real? And they was like, yeah, she got a patch on her eye. And me and her had 2 classes together, and we sat by each other in both classes. So in I think it was language arts or something like that, I can't remember, our language arts class, she was sitting right across from me. My desk is here, her desk is here. We was right there next to each other. So I looked at her, she looked at me, and she was talking to this girl who was sitting behind her. She whispering while we reading, and I heard her saying my name, Harriet, Harriet, Harriet. And I got up and I threw my book and jumped out my desk. I said, you gonna stop saying my motherfucking name, bitch? And my friend Reggie came and grabbed me to pull me out of the class. I said, I beat your motherfucking ass again, bitch. And he pulled me, I calmed down, pulling me out the class, and I'm just doing all this, bitch, fuck you, stop saying my motherfucking. It was crazy. So they brought me to this lady named Miss Ingram. She was one of my teachers. They brought me to her to try to get me to resolve my issue with Desiree. And I couldn't, because she wouldn't let it go. She talking about she gonna get all these people to jump me and da 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 da. And I'm just like, you started it though. You saying that I said something that I did not say, and if I did say it, so what? But I didn't. But she starting shit, just because she knew my history with Leslie, she started going off telling this girl a whole bunch of bullshit. So yeah, I guess she just wanted to sit back and watch, like some people I know. Anyway, so then after that, I'm trying to remember. After that, me and Leslie had got into an altercation. We didn't fight, but we were about to. She had like 10-15 girls trying to jump me, and I had dudes. I was mostly friends with dudes, so I had dudes coming to my defense like, y'all not finna jump my dog, I'ma slap me a bitch. One dude, he was like, I don't hit girls, but I smack a bitch by Harriet. Y'all not finna jump my dog like that. Y'all not finna jump my dog like that. And oh, look what she did to Passion, and oh, she big, and da 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 da, and all this. And so y'all, it take 15 of y'all to stop little old me? Nah, bitch, it ain't finna work like that. So I wanted to beat Leslie ass so bad because of what she did to me in middle school and high school. But she deserved an ass whooping, and she didn't get one from me, but she fucking deserved it. So me and her got into it, and we was gonna fight, and then I had a whole bunch of dudes coming like, no, y'all not finna fight her, da 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 da. So yeah, it was at the end of the school year, so I didn't fight her because my mom would have been really upset with me, and because she would have had to bring me to school and all that, so she would have been real mad at me. So I didn't. And plus she told me that if I get suspended, she was gonna whoop my ass. So I was like, you think about that type of stuff. So yeah. And another funny little snippet here from me and Desiree. We ended up talking again after her eye healed, okay, and you know, I was tired of being upset with her. We started talking again. And back then there was this site called highschoolclub.com. I was on there, and I tried to make another account using my username that I always use, Bo87Pooh. So I went to go and use it, and it was taken. So I'm like, did I do that or did somebody else do it? So she's sitting next to me on the computer, right? So I punched somebody in the eye. And when I realized what I said and who I said it to, I was like, and she was laughing, but it was like a nervous laugh. And then I told Reggie what happened, and he was like, for real, you said that? She just laughed. I'm like, yeah, man. Oh God, I'm so bad. But I didn't even realize what I said. I didn't even realize that and who I said it to. But on some real shit, she deserved it, because she started it. You know, she started it. And yeah, on a good note, I didn't have to fight again after that. I came close to fighting a couple of times with a couple of people. But I didn't have to fight again, because everybody was like, oh, that's the girl who fight like a nigga, and oh, she fight like a dude, I'm not fucking with her. And dudes were scared to talk to me because they was like, oh, she might beat my ass and da 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 da. And so yeah, I had a lot of shit. I had a lot of shit going on. Oh gosh. But yeah, anyway, that is the story of how I punched this girl's eye, busted it and everything. So yeah, anyway, that's it, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.